Would you guys like to know a little bit more about me? To be honest, I think when anyone does one of these Would You Rather actual quizzes, I think you start to learn a little bit more about the person. Maybe try to understand a little bit more why people like me are kind of challenged against society. But either way, I think it's pretty cool because we get to see a little bit of what you guys think and what I think as well with some of these questions, because they're actually pretty cool and they could actually be pretty good to work out how you guys relate to me, because that could be quite cool to find out as well. So with these Would You Rathers, I'm going to select the one obviously I want to go for, and I'm going to try and predict the one that I think is going to be actually the more positive statement that people really want to go towards. So for example, the first one, would you rather be in jail for a year or live in complete isolation in the mountains for a year? Now, obviously one is so much better than the other. I have no idea how many people would rather go in jail though, because both of them are for a year, but I'd find complete isolation in the mountains. Depends what I'm doing. If I'm snowboarding in the mountains, I probably wouldn't care that much. That would actually be pretty cool. I don't really have any reason why I'd want to go to jail. I mean, there's no reason, is there? I don't want to get bummed. I don't want to eat their shite food. I don't particularly like jail. I mean, I've never been, but yeah, like, I don't understand why you'd want to go for jail. It'd be quite interesting to see how many people selected it though. 32% of people went for jail. I don't get that. I don't understand why. Maybe they just prefer people. I don't know. I genuinely don't really mind. But no, 68%, yeah, that pretty much makes sense to me that it would be. Would you rather stop showering or stop brushing your teeth? That's horrible. Weirdly enough, I tend to brush my teeth in the shower because it's just so much easier. And I tend to find if I brush my teeth in the shower as well, I tend to do it for longer than I would just brushing my teeth normally. I don't know whether that sounds horrible or whatnot, but it makes a lot of sense to me where you can just spit it on the floor. Now it sounds disgusting. Whilst you're showering, but I shower every single day. I can't have a day where I don't shower. I'm going to shower. I've showered this morning. I know I'm going to shower later on tonight. Sometimes I have 3 showers a day. I just love having a shower. But brushing your teeth, it's horrible. Oh, I don't know. That's, your teeth, you always have to look after your teeth. I couldn't, I could, fine, okay, I could buy teeth. This is a hard one. What would you go for? Genuinely to me, I would stop brushing my teeth. The reason for that is I have to shower every day. I feel so much better as a person when I'm showering every day than if I miss brushing my teeth one day. So I'm going to say brushing your teeth, and everyone start flinging your comments about me being British right now. But yeah, people agree with me. Happy days. Would you rather always run or always crawl? If I could always run, that could be pretty good because I could be very effective with loads of things. But always crawling would really, like, imagine if you go to a concert, how shit your life would be if you were crawling, or if you went to public toilets. On that note, I'm always gonna run. I don't particularly want to be crawling. Yeah, no, I don't want to be crawling anywhere because that'd just be like everyone's shit. That's just horrible. Imagine Glastonbury just be a swim. Would you rather be tar and feathered or whipped and chained? That's the most kinkiest would you rather I've actually come across. Tar and feathered doesn't sound nice because that's like being burnt. I don't think the feathered really matters to me. I don't really care if I'm being feathered. It's the tarring part. I kind of would go for whipped and chained. I think that's kind of it in a non-kinky way. But if you were like being tarred, that's just horrible because you're being burned. But whipping isn't too nice either. I think people... Okay, so I would go for red, but I think most people would probably go for... I think they would probably go for tar and feathered, weirdly enough. Just because I don't think they've kind of taken into the account that the tar is fucking hot. So I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, I did. I don't think people understand how hot the tar is, but the tar is actually going to be pretty horrific. So that was a split 50-50. Fair enough, split 50-50 on that. I always think, I don't know, whether like being chained or feathered doesn't really matter to me. It's more like the actual initial problem. In school, we used to make like paperclip whips. And it sounds proper weird, but we used to, at school, we used to get paper clips and we used to link them together so it'd be like a big long chain and we used to whip each other with them. Because, like, you know, education is definitely something we don't take into consideration. Would you rather be visited by ancient aliens or visited by mole people? I love aliens. I think hands down aliens is the best thing in the world. Mole people, I don't really mind. I mean, I kind of prefer them as hobbits, so I'm gonna go for aliens. Loads of people agree. I think so many people are more interested in aliens nowadays than they used to be. I think there's always kind of the scare factor, which people love. It's kind of like why people watch horror films. They always like the scare factor, but at the same time, don't like it because it's some kind of like taboo in a way. But yeah, no, I think ancient aliens would be pretty cool. Would you rather wear the KK robes for life or tattoo swastikas on both your cheeks? Whoa. I think genuinely, out of both of these options, not one of them's a good one, let's be fair. Not one of these options is going to be, you know, you can't just go and walk up to your nan afterwards and say, well, it was this or this, you know, she'd probably kill you. To be fair, I think because the swastika is so well known, I wouldn't want that. I would think that would be pretty horrific to have on both cheeks. Let alone on one cheek, having it on both would be even worse. And I know that people know what a swastika means and all of its relations to society and that. And the KKK, they're kind of not as known. I know a lot of people that kind of ask what the KKK is, as opposed to knowing what a swastika is. Everyone seems to know what a swastika is, but the KKK people don't tend to know, which is actually really cool. I really like it that people don't kind of learn about the KKK because it's such a stupid group of people. That I'd probably wear their clothes, and you know, I'd just be fine. I mean, I'd be a twat for the rest of my life. But yeah, I mean, let's go for that. So we'll go for this. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I don't understand why 40% of people would go for the swastikas. It just wouldn't make sense to me. Why would you rather do that than actually, you know, just wearing some robes and, I mean, your face is covered so you can hide the fact that you're wearing these twat clothes under your twat hat. So, yeah, I think that was probably the better option of the two. If you were forced to eat a certain way, would you rather eat soup for meal? Would you rather eat soup for every meal with only your face, or stab your tongue with a fork every time you ate? Eat soup for meal why can't I say that right? Eat soup for every meal with only your face, or stab your tongue with a fork every time you ate. So I'd stab you the tongue, and I could eat. So when do I have to do it before I eat it? Like if I had, depends on eating as well. Imagine if you had something like like a curry, you'd like, and then you'd stab. Oh, nah, that'd be horrible. I probably as a baby, I ate every bit of food with my face. I don't think that's a problem. I would do that. But is it soup? It's soup though. And soup is shit. Soup is the only thing you have when you're ill. I don't know any other time people eat soup. Apart from the odd occasion you might go, oh, I fancy some tomato soup. So, stab your tongue with a fork every time you ate. Is it only the once though? I mean, like, that'd be a little bit more better. If it was just like the, and that's good, I wouldn't probably mind that too much. I might even get quite a solid tongue afterwards, but then would I lose any sensitivity in it? I'm gonna go with red, but I think more people have gone with blue. They have. Mate, a lot more people went with blue. Holy shit. But the only reason for that is because I don't really want to eat soup for the rest of my life. I would love a steak, and you know, fine, if I have to stab my tongue for the steak, I don't mind. I think I can get away with that. So yeah, fair enough. I do agree with them, but I think mine's pretty good. Right, would you rather own a baby otter or own a messenger owl? I don't have any particular reason for a messenger owl apart from they look cool as fuck. And a baby otter is also cool as fuck. Would I get any more benefits out of one more than the other? Probably not. I'm probably going to go with the otter, though, because the otter's pretty cool. Can I go and find a baby otter? You know what? I can't really say no to that. That'd be cool as hell to have. My girlfriend would love it as well. And imagine if you ever went single when you had a baby otter. That would be the absolute... He's like the perfect wingman. So pretty much, yeah, I think an owl is really cool. I love owls, but I think more people went for the otter. No, more people went for the owl. Do you reckon it's just because it's a messenger owl, though? Maybe it's a messenger. Maybe people like the idea it's a messenger owl so it can send messages, but why? I don't see the point. Especially with kind of like drones flying around, it might smash into one of those, so you'd lose your owl if it was like people flying drones about. Would you rather be a morning person or a night owl? I think being a morning person is really good. I tend to, back when I was at university, I became more of a morning person because it was just a better idea for me, and even at home now. Like when I do my videos, I love to wake up early, and I mean, if I had when I eventually get my own house, I am going to become more of a morning person, so I can not stay up late, but I can be up really early in the morning and start working on my videos from like, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, as opposed to my usual times of 9 or 10, because my parents are still in the house. So it would be, yeah, I think it'd be quite nice to be a morning person as opposed to a night owl. I think a night owl is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go morning. I thought more people would have gone for a morning person. I thought more people would have done that, specifically with jobs and whatnot. Would you rather freeze to death in the Arctic or burn to death in the desert? Right. I would rather do neither, but if I had to, burn to death or freeze. I think freezing is genuinely a better way to go. I don't know, more people tend to freeze to death than they do burn to death. And I think if you burn to death, it's going to be a lot slower, whereas freezing, you kind of go unconscious early. It's a bit weird to think of, but I think that's kind of the strategy to it. So I would probably freeze to death, and I think more people would be inclined to burn to death because it's a more comfortable death. Being cold is worse than being really hot. I'd much rather be too hot than too cold. So I'd rather be, I don't know. I'm gonna get freeze me, man. Yeah, fair enough. People gone for it. I thought more people would have a higher percentage on the burning because, yeah, but they might have thought about it because, yeah, it's going to be a slow death. That's not going to be a quick death. Your skin's going to fry up. You're going to become like bacon. It's not going to be good. Would you rather save 2 family members or save 10,000 strangers? Not going to lie, I think everyone is probably going to go for the family members because family members are more to them. But 10,000 strangers is a lot of strangers. Hell of a lot of people. I don't know what they'll be doing and how a single person is going to save them all. I just saw one of the comments. Those 10,000 people better recognise what I did for them. That's great. I think if it wasn't a painful death, the 2 family members would be okay to off. But if it was like a painful death, I wouldn't be able to do that because, you watch Saw films and you kind of don't relate to the deaths. But if it's like someone you know, it's worse. I would say that my 2 family members would be absolutely great because they're great people and would say save the people. So, yeah, I could see that going either way. I mean, it's almost 50-50 because it would just be like that. I could genuinely see that happening. But yeah, I would see more people saving family members, to be fair. Right, let's do 10 quick fire ones. Let's see how we get on. So kind of like, let's just see what we can do. So would you rather be a centaur or a mermaid / man? Oh, I would rather be a centaur because I hate the fucking ocean. Would you rather wake up in a bathtub full of ice missing a kidney or wake up in a public bathroom with a handful of singles and a really lazy eye? A handful of singles and a really lazy eye. Handful of singles and a really lazy eye. I'm thinking there's a sexual reference here. I'm gonna go with the lazy eye. I don't really get it, but yeah, more people agree with me. Right, would you rather only drink carbonated beverages or never drink carbonated beverages? I would rather only drink them because they actually are really good. Really? People would never do that? I reckon people are bullshitting there. People are doing that because they're like, oh no, I'm well into my fitness. Bollocks, man. I work out most days a week. I'm still shredded, and I still drink carbonated drinks because it's fucking cool. Would you rather hoard or compulsively clean? I would rather compulsively clean. Hell yeah, people are with me on that. Be the best known person in a small band that under 200 people know, or be some guy on the sidelines of your favourite band. Favourite band at the moment? Don't really have one, so I'd probably be one in a small band. I'd prefer the small band. That'd be pretty cool. Be sucked into Terraria or be sucked into Minecraft. Minecraft, I think, would be pretty cool. Let's go for that. Hell yeah, 80% of people. Right, we're going to do 4 more. I don't know how much I was counting to, but I'm going for 4 more. Would you rather be in jail for 60 years or die? To be fair, if I was in jail for 6 years, I'd like it to be like Shawshank Redemption, where I spent those 6 years trying to do some shit with my life. I think if you just go and die, then I don't get it. I don't think that's a good option. So I reckon a lot of people have gone to jail for 60 years. Really? That's actually shocking. You would actually have 60% of people would rather die than go to jail for 60 years? Man, 60 years you can do a lot. Even if you're in jail, you can still do a lot. I don't agree with that. I think that's weird. I thought a lot more people would be over here. I thought about 80 to 90%. That was literally my thought. 80 to 90% of people would be over here. Would you rather live in a castle or own a yacht? I would rather own a yacht because I think living in a castle is really scary. I think living in a castle would be really, really scary, and I have a weird mindset where I will try to imagine something. Like if you go out I imagine most people actually watching this right now, if you leave your bedroom at night and you look down the stairs, you imagine something there. That's why living in a castle is not the best thing. I'm owning a yacht. Fine, man. You can live in your castle. I don't care. Right, 2 more, I think. Would you rather be a heavy smoker or a heavy drinker? Which one is worse to die from? Lung cancer or liver cancer? Or liver failure, really. I would probably go for heavy drinker. I think they're obviously both shite, but I don't know. I guess, like, I was going to make a jokey comment on this, but I kind of feel that nowadays it's not too good to be jokey on it. But I'll go for the drinking. Yeah, more people thought of that. I think smoking's just generally worse. Just all of it's worse. I've done that one. Would you rather walk around a mall naked or walk around school or workplace naked? To be fair, my workplace is pretty good. I tend to walk around here pretty much naked, so I'm okay with that. If I had to walk around a mall naked, was it only the once? It would probably only be the once, wouldn't it? So if I were to imagine when I was working at... Yeah, no, I used to coach in schools, so I'm going around the mall, mate. I'm not doing that. Yep, lad. Would you rather be able to kill anyone by writing their name in a notebook, or be able to heal anyone of any injury/disease, or revive the dead via a kiss? How dead are they? Because I imagine that someone who's been, like, I don't know, 4 months dead would not like me to revive them. They will be in all kinds of states and maggots everywhere. But being able to kill anyone by writing the name in a notebook, yeah, wishing death on people is not cool, man. That's a weird thing to do. I mean, there are some people who I genuinely do not like, but I couldn't do that. I think, you know, their effects on me are very minimal compared to the effects they might have on others. So I don't know, it depends how it is. Like, Kim Jong-un could go in there. I don't think really he's got any place at the moment, so I'm probably going to go with being able to heal anyone. That'd be pretty cool. And also imagine the revenue you're going to get by just genuinely healing people. You will make so much bank. Easy. Would you rather be allergic to sugar or be forced to wear ponchos 24/7? Poncho would be hella cool. I would love a poncho. I wear hoodies 24/7. I could definitely wear a poncho. Be allergic to sugar. Sugar's in everything. I'm going for my poncho, mate. I'd love a poncho. That'd be hella warm. Would you rather have no thumbs or only have thumbs? Oh, imagine that. You wouldn't be able to do anything. You would be so... You'd be like the stubbiest of... You'd look like that. That would be your hands. You would look so stubby. No thumbs or only have thumbs. You would be able to climb like a beast though, wouldn't you? You'd be able to do so many good things. I'm going to have thumbs. I'm going to have only thumbs. It would be weird, but I have no thumbs. All fingers though? You wouldn't be able to do much. That's a... I don't know. They're all good. But I think all the thumbs wouldn't be too bad. I think it'd be like being a monkey, wouldn't it? I guess they're kind of like monkey-ish kind of hands. I don't know. We'll go for that. I thought more people would have gone for thumbs, but yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end that there. That's pretty cool. I know these videos are a little bit different because I am away in Thailand, so I've been trying to make kind of filler videos in the meantime, but something a little bit different. I think it's quite nice for a bit of change to see how you guys like it and to see a little bit more about it and kind of try my editing in different ways. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.